Hi, it's Doug, and I'm breaking it down in layman's terms live here at OutBound, Day 3, and we've got one of the featured speakers, Shari Levitin from the Levitin Group. Shari, welcome to Atlanta.
Oh my gosh, this has been a terrific conference, OutBound.
OutBound, and
Wonderful.
yes it is, and I'm looking forward to hearing you speak. So what topics are you going to break down?
Well, I'm talking about one of the biggest challenges salespeople, sales leaders, actually all of us have today, and that is, how do you grab, hold, and keep the customer's attention in a time of complete digital information overload, which we all have, right?
So much information out there, digital overload, but how do you cut through the clutter?
How do you cut through the clutter? I always say time is the new currency, and we're all broke.
Exactly.
You know, I don't know how many.
Broke is a joke, yeah.
Right? I mean, how many unanswered emails do you have? People are pinging you on social media, and we've got to get through to our customers. We've got to get outbound. We've got to prospect through. So I'm going to talk about a 4-step way to do that. And I am going to say the acronym. I'm not going to say how. You got to go to my session. The acronym is CALL, and what it means is we have to do everything that technology can't. I always say sales leaders of tomorrow have to do everything Alexa can't do. So what does that mean? We have to connect. So we have to truly connect.
Right.
We have to get outbound. How do we connect? I'm going to talk about 7 steps to do that. We have to ask. We have to ask questions that get to the heart of why people purchase and understand why they would buy. I think a lot of times salespeople ask questions, but they don't ask the right questions, and they don't have the courage to ask the harder, not harder, the harder questions that take courage to really find out why the customer would buy, why they wouldn't buy, what might their objections be. So we'll talk about that. I guess I am telling you what CALL stands for.
She's breaking it down.
I'm breaking it down. Then we need to listen. All right, are we really listening to the customer's response? Are we thinking what we want to say next? I talk about a 3-part series on how to listen. It's called Listening for the Said, the Unsaid, and the Unsayable. And then finally, and this is the big one, how do you take all that information and then link it and create urgency for your product so you can shorten that sales cycle, get more deals faster?
It's going to be an epic presentation. So, Shari, how can people find out more information about you?
They can go to my website, sharilevitin.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. I have a lot of videos on there that I produce.
I see the videos, and I'm loving the videos.
Well, and hopefully this is going to be on LinkedIn as well. So they can do that, or just email me, Shari at sharilevitin.com. And I love to connect and ask.
Last question before we let you go, so you do your presentation. In layman's terms, what's one big takeaway from OutBound experience?
You know, if I were to sum it up, I think Jeb said it yesterday, it's freedom. You know, I think my mentor told me once, there's 2 types of ego, right? There's good ego,
right,
and there's bad ego.
Ego to get you in trouble.
But ego, and I think somebody else said it yesterday, Mark Hunter said, good ego gives you the ability to claim greatness, right? Good ego says, I'm going to be Jeb Blount one day. I'm going to be Anthony Iannarino one day. Bad ego, on the other hand, makes excuses and blames. And one thing I've really gotten from OutBound is that no excuses.
No excuses.
And that bad ego that makes excuses not to call, not to pick up the phone, I want to leave you with this. The call you're afraid to make is the call you must make. The person you're scared to talk to is the person you must talk to. And then you'll have financial freedom. And it all boils down to that. And if I got one thing out of OutBound, of all the great sessions, it would be that one message.
That's an awesome takeaway. We're live at the CNN Center. Shari Levitin, it's a pleasure to meet you face-to-face, taking that conversation offline or online, offline. Thank you.
Absolutely. Good to finally meet you.
Thank you.